What's going on, guys? Matty here, or Twigg, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Youth Squad Challenge. As you can see, we are currently situated in second. Situated, yeah, that's the right word. In second, just behind Norwich City, who was 4 points ahead of us. Today we actually play Norwich City, so that's going to be a huge game for us because we could potentially get ourselves so much closer to them. As you can see, the usual generic score report that we do every episode. Some players have gone, some players still haven't. Still a bit disappointed with a few players who I really wanted to grow this season, but they haven't, so I'm just going to have to deal with that as it comes. So yeah, I also have this apology to make. The reason why this video is so delayed by, I think it's around a week, is because I've been swamped with uni work. If you guys don't know, I'm actually study at uni. I study in Liverpool, so I'm actually currently having on my summer holidays, but I have just got so much preparation to do before I go back to uni. It's unbelievable. I've got filming to do, scripts to write because I study film, and yeah, so I've got a lot of work to do, and this is just, it's been edited, like the season finale's edited, but I just haven't really had the time to do the voiceover, so apologies for that. But as you can see, 22nd minute, Sterling scores in the 25th minute. Cotterell scores, and it goes to all the way up to the 59th minute, sorry, before we get a second. And yeah, we did pretty good. Kitchener scores in the 59th, and then Kitchener scores again in the 75th. Our top lad, the best player on this team, in my personal opinion. Kitchener is just, he just owns the show at the moment. He's doing so well. So proud of the lad. And yeah, second game is against Bolton. That last game was against Birmingham, I believe. Probably can't remember. So if you didn't realise, go back and have a look. But this is a team that I'm hoping to win. I'm hoping to win every single one of these games. Guerzo just scored in the 33rd minute to take us 1-0 up. And Bolo scores in the 45th. They do score in the 51st. We get injured in the 50th, so that's not really the greatest. Nathan Nake gets injured quite regularly, so we can't really look past that. And yeah, really much. Sorry I went quiet there, but as you're going to say, this is the big one. This is the biggest game of the season. Of this entire series, actually. We play at the Molineux against Norwich, and damn, this is a Premiership team versus the God Squad. The best youth squad, in my personal opinion, you can have versus a Premiership team. We should hopefully be winning this. If not, I'll be happy to. I'm fine with anything but a loss, because with a loss they'll go 7 points ahead of us, and that's just impossible for us to catch. But we go into it, and we are definitely, it's like rocking up with our best team, the best team possible. And there's a little picture of Red Kick, our captain. Sorry, I was my manager, but I was like, nope, that's not the right word. But yeah, 4 points still ahead, 82-78, and Watford are in third with 74 points. So they are close, but as you can see, 13 goals for the big lad Kitchener. He's amazing. Like, if you haven't used him, I'll still recommend using him. Even at this late into FIFA 15, he is just amazing on this game. I love him. Grabbing, sorry, 9 goals. Deeney, Cameron Jerome, all lads who we know can put the ball in the back of the net. Redmond, I remember a few FIFAs ago, was just amazing. I haven't used him in this FIFA, so if you've used him, definitely let me know what you think. But the first chance for us does come in the 20th minute. We cross it in with Kitchener. Anderson goes up for the jump, but they do clear it. And yeah, it wasn't. I don't really know how to explain this game, because I do remember playing it, but it was just back and forth. Like always, world class is that kind of thing for me. That I used to play professional, so this is kind of new for me. But this is just some amazing skills by Kitchener, who unfortunately does get tackled, but it is showing that we are getting in the box. They do go on the counter there with Cameron Jerome. Cameron Jerome now cuts down to Deeney, but nothing really comes of that. Another chance in the 40s, well, going into the extra time in the 45th minute. Sorry, I'm really starting to speak at the moment. Down to Cameron Jerome. Cameron Jerome shoots, but somehow he goes wide, and that is the end of the half. So I do have a few things I want to talk about in this episode. Number one is that if you didn't catch my career mode glitch, I managed to find a player who I like finding players who do really cool things, and yeah, I found one that was pretty cool. Everton was going to offer me 45 grand to take their player, so they were going to just pay me to have their player. It was negative 45 they wanted from me, and I was like, okay, I'll take that. Like, any good. But if you watch afterwards, you'll see that something pretty strange happens, because then they come back and say that they want 2 billion for this player, and it was absolutely hilarious. I had no idea what was going on. I was so confused. But we do run down, crossing into Kitchener, who just headers it, and it just goes past. And John Woody didn't even have to save that. I think it is John Woody. He's still playing for Norwich. Not 100% sure. I can't really remember that. I don't really pay much attention to the championship teams, but Cameron Jerome now comes through, and we just does this super save and super clearance by, I believe that was Rekik, but it could have been Can. I'm not entirely sure. Or was it Chan? Might have been. I think it's Emre Chan, not Can. But anyway, yeah. Also, I have a brand new series coming out FIFA 16. You're gonna, I'm sure you're gonna like it. Technically 2 series. One of them will be oh, I almost told you I'm not supposed to. It's all a big surprise. It's all a big secret. But I'm just gonna let you know that it's gonna be amazing. It's definitely gonna be the best thing possible. And as you can see, going into the final minutes of the game, it still is 0-0. So with the way it's looking now, they're still going to be 4 points ahead, and that is how it finishes. Oh no, it doesn't. Goes in for the corner, and I'm just going to say it now, it finishes as a 0-0 game, which I was disappointed with. Can't really be too upset about it though, because they are a very good team. And yeah, I can't really be too disappointed. But get to advance, and as you say, it goes out. But 2 series, one is a career mode, the second is a ultimate team series that I generally think, like, the idea is there, it's strong, it's really good. I'm trying to do it with other YouTubers. One of the people is a guy called Destro7. I emailed him not so long ago saying, do you want to do the series? And he has yet to reply, so if he replies, then I'll be doing it as a duo series. If he doesn't, it'll be a solo series, but either way, it's going to be really good, and I really think you're going to enjoy it. So as you can see, next game is against Bournemouth, and I did all that without breathing, sorry. Halalivic scored in the 40th minute, a few substitutes. I comes on for, is that Kitchener? Yes it is, and Sterling makes it 2-0 in the 71st minute, going into, can we take the 3-0? But nope, still says 2-0, and Norwich wins that game 3-0, so they just better on us each time. And next game, Brighton home, is it Brighton home Albion? I believe that's what's called. But the first minute, Keisha scores. Kyle gets a yellow card. Going into 25th minute, still says 1-0. Goes into 30th, still 1-0. And I always keep an eye on the later scores, because I just try and find how Norwich are doing. But we do make it 2-0 with a goal from Mbolo in the 45th minute. As you can see, I don't believe... oh no, 3-0, yeah, we do score another one in the 80th minute. But that is how that game ended. We are coming to the end of this, actually. I just realised we've got 1 or 2 more games left, and then we'll finish this episode. But Rotherham United is our next opponent. Oh, my phone's going, sorry about that. Rotherham United are the next team, and this is a team that we should be absolutely smashing. I mean, they're a good team, don't get me wrong, but they aren't a team that you can really sit down and say, we deserve to lose a game against them. So going to 45th minute, nothing has happened thus far. They do make up a few substitutions, but nothing that's really going to be too testing us. But Mbolo scores in the 67th minute. In my personal opinion, this game should have been like a 3-0 game, kind of what I would expect from it. Well, youth squad gods, pretty much. But unfortunately, we never got it. So 1-0, still a win. And yeah, our last game of this episode is against Fulham, another team who they've got some really good players. You know, Brian Ruiz, Taggart. They have Ross. Is it Ross McCormack? I always get confused with McCormack because I don't know. I believe it is Ross. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I get confused. Sterling just got on the 40th minute, yellow card to Emre Can. Traore comes on for Halalivic. Ruiz comes off for Chile, and Bolo scores it in the 60th minute. 60th minute, Ibe comes on for Kishner. The start comes on for Anderson. Telemann misses another penalty, which is, I don't think he's actually scored a penalty yet, so we should probably change that around. But a 2-0 victory for us against them. Can't really be too disappointed. But as you can see, this has got it close. 2 points separate us in the league leaders. Wow. We're going to be coming to this final episode needing... All they need to do is lose and we need to win. That's it. So yes, thank you for watching the video. If you like it, leave a like. If you didn't, I'm so sorry to hear that and hit the dislike button. Sorry that my commentary was so bad, but I'll tell you guys later. Bye bye.
So what do those results mean to the league? From here on Earth, please hear my verse. Cause yeah, they said it, but I said it first. So in a sense, I gave these niggas birth. That's why my fans in my show screaming, take me to church. No suit and tie, but baby, I go to work. Don't do it for the money, but that's one of the perks.